You know, when we look up at the night sky, our eyes are usually drawn to the big, bright, loud stuff, the giant galaxies, the brilliant supernovas. But what if the most incredible stories aren't the ones being shouted, but the ones being whispered from the quietest, darkest corners of space? Today, we're going to lean in and listen to one of those whispers. So that's what we're diving into today, the story of Equuleus, the little horse. It's this tiny, faint constellation that proves, without a doubt, that even the smallest spark of light in the cosmos can carry the weight of a truly epic and heartbreaking story. For any stargazers out there, let me tell you, finding Equuleus is a real challenge. It's a true test of your skill, not because it's a million light years away, but because it's just so incredibly humble and unassuming. I mean, just look at the difference here. On one side, you have the magnificent, sprawling Pegasus, the great winged horse from all the myths. It's huge, and right next to it, practically lost in its shadow, is Equuleus. It's often called the foal or the little brother, just this tiny shape peeking out from behind its famous sibling. It is the ultimate celestial underdog. So you're probably thinking, small, dim, it's gotta be impossible to see, right? Well, here's where the story of this little celestial ghost takes a really surprising turn. To put its size in perspective, Equuleus covers a mere 71.6 square degrees of the night sky. Now, out of all 88 official constellations, only one, the Southern Cross, is smaller. It is a tiny, tiny speck on that vast cosmic map. And this is the paradox. Even though it's one of the tiniest constellations in existence, you can see it from almost everywhere on Earth, from the North Pole all the way down to the edge of Antarctica. This faint, shy little pattern is a secret that the entire world can share. So how do you see it for yourself? Well, the best time to look is in August and September. First, find that giant, unmistakable square of Pegasus. Then find its nose, a star called Enif. Now just look a little bit to the west of that star. You're searching for a very faint, small, stretched-out rectangle. See that little ghost of a shape? That's it. You've just found the little horse. But finding Equuleus, well, that's really just the first step, because packed into that tiny frame are some of the most scientifically valuable stars in the entire sky. Yeah, even under a perfect dark sky, you're only going to see about 10 of its stars with your own eyes. But they are fascinating. Its brightest star, Kittelfa, is a yellow giant, a star much older and bigger than our sun, and it shines an incredible 75 times brighter. But the constellation's biggest claim to fame, its real hidden gem, is a star system called Delta Equuli. So, what's so special about Delta Equuli? Well, it's a pair of stars, and both of them are a lot like our own sun, just locked in this gravitational dance. And astronomers are absolutely fascinated by it for one very specific and kind of strange reason. And here it is. These two stars complete a full orbit around each other in just 5.7 years. Now, for a pair of stars that we can actually see as two separate points of light through a telescope, that is an unbelievably fast cosmic waltz. This rapid orbit is a goldmine for astronomers because it lets them precisely calculate the stars' masses, making this tiny system a cornerstone for understanding how stars like our sun actually work. The science is incredible, for sure. But the myth behind Equuleus, that's where we find this constellation's true heart. And it's a story of prophecy, fear, and just profound sadness. The myth tells this tragic story of Hippe, who was the daughter of the wise centaur Chiron. She was gifted with prophecy, but she rashly revealed the secrets of the gods. Absolutely terrified of their punishment, and also secretly pregnant by the wind god Aeolus, she fled into the mountains. As her father closed in, about to discover what she saw as her terrible shame, she prayed to the gods, not for rescue, but just to disappear. And they answered. They transformed her into a mare and placed her in the sky, hidden forever. And this brings us right back to the constellation's strange shape. I mean, it's not a full horse, right? It's just a head. Why? Well, the myth has a really poignant answer for that. See, her father, Chiron, he's also up in the sky as the constellation Centaurus, but he's in a completely different part of it. The myth says that even now, as a constellation, Hippomea is still hiding from him. She just peeks her head out from behind Pegasus, showing only her face, forever concealed, so he will never find her and discover her secret. So when you put it all together,
the science, the myth, the sheer unlikeliness of it all, what you get is one of the most compelling stories in the entire night sky.
This is the legacy of the little horse, Equuleus. It's the second smallest constellation, yet it's visible to almost everyone on Earth. It's so dim it's nearly invisible, yet it holds stars that are absolutely crucial to our understanding of the universe. And it's just this tiny smudge of light, but it tells one of the most heartbreaking stories ever passed down from the ancient world.
I think what this little constellation teaches us is that value isn't determined by size or by brightness. Yeah, the sky is filled with giants, but sometimes, if you look very closely into the quiet spaces, you'll find that the most powerful stories are the ones whispered by the faintest lights.